Welcome back to Miss B Biology. This is a revision lesson on the topic, the digestive system. So grab your book and grab your pen and let us begin. The lesson objective is to identify the main organs of the digestive system and state their functions. The foods we eat contain molecules that can't be absorbed into the blood as they are too large and insoluble. I'm talking about molecules such as proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. These large insoluble molecules must be broken down into small and soluble substances in the process of digestion. Digestion takes place in the digestive system. Let us now look at the main organs of the digestive system and their functions. The starting point of digestion is the mouth. So let's talk about what happens in the mouth. So first of all, the teeth break down the food into smaller pieces to increase surface area. Salivary glands produce amylase, which begins starch digestion to sugar. The food is then transported from the mouth to the stomach via the esophagus. The food is now in the stomach. Let us talk about what is happening in the stomach. The stomach contains protease, and this is an enzyme that begins protein digestion to amino acids. The stomach also contains hydrochloric acid that activates protease. The hydrochloric acid is also used to kill microorganisms which may enter your stomach from contaminated food eaten. The stomach churns the food, and then the food leaves the stomach to enter your small intestine in the form of a fluid. The liquefied food is now in the small intestine. Let us talk about everything that happens in the small intestine. Firstly, bile made by your liver is released into the small intestine, and there are two functions of bile. One, bile emulsifies the fat that is found in your food to increase the surface area so that enzymes can work faster. Bile also neutralizes the acid coming from your stomach. The pancreas releases enzymes into the small intestine. There are three enzymes that you need to know about. So protease, which continues protein digestion to amino acids. Please remember, protease started to digest the protein from the stomach. Amylase continues starch digestion to sugar. Remember, starch digestion began in the mouth. And then lastly, lipase begins the digestion of lipids to fatty acids and glycerol. The small intestine also produces lipase, amylase, and protease. These enzymes complete the digestion of lipids, starch, and proteins. The small soluble digestive products are then absorbed into the blood. The remainder of food that moves to the large intestine is undigested. Water is absorbed from this undigested portion of the food. Feces formation also begins in the large intestine. Lastly, the rectum stores the feces and the anus is the exit point for feces. So students, please remember the foods that we eat contains large insoluble substances that must be broken down or digested into simple soluble substances before they can be absorbed into our blood. We're talking about large molecules such as protein that must be broken down into amino acids, starch that must be broken down into sugar, and lipids or fat that must be broken down into fatty acids and glycerol before they can enter the bloodstream. Thank you so much for watching and all the best in your exams. Bye bye.